It started off like any regular Tuesday morning. The hallways of Redwood High buzzed with energy, lockers clanged open and shut, sneakers squeaked against the linoleum floors, and laughter echoed through the corridors. I, Ms. Laura Mitchell, was in my classroom prepping for my third period English literature class. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary until everything changed. At 34, I had been teaching for over a decade, and I could usually read the room before the bell even rang. That day, I had a feeling, a strange tightness in my chest, as though something was slightly out of place, but I brushed it off. Maybe it was the leftover tension from an argument I had with my sister the night before, or maybe I was just tired. I didn't know then that it would become the day I would never forget. The class filtered in slowly. Most students dropped into their seats with the typical lazy ease of teenagers. Jake Donnelly slumped in his chair by the window, hoodie up, earbuds dangling from one ear. Emily Carson, always a bundle of nerves, had her planner open and was furiously writing. Then there was Ryan Matthews, my wild card. 17, charismatic, and far too clever for his own good. He walked in with a smirk, offering a half-hearted "Morning, Ms. Mitchell," before sitting near the back, just far enough to cause mischief, but close enough to look innocent. We were starting a new unit on Of Mice and Men that week. I had a whole interactive session planned, character debates, thematic discussions, even a short play-acting segment. The class was unusually quiet as we began. I asked questions and only a few hands rose. That alone should have tipped me off. Halfway through the class, I noticed Sarah Bloom whispering with Jessica Nguyen. Jessica's face went pale as Sarah shoved a folded piece of paper into her hand. I paused mid-sentence, watching them closely. Jessica crumpled the note and quickly stuffed it into her bag. "Is there something you'd like to share with the class?" I asked, maintaining a firm but fair tone. Jessica shook her head, eyes wide.
"No, ma'am."
"Sorry." The rest of the class giggled quietly, except Ryan. He wasn't laughing. He was staring at Jessica with a look I couldn't quite place. Concern? Guilt? It was subtle, but I noticed. I moved on, but something felt off. I couldn't shake the feeling. When the bell rang, I dismissed the class, but called Jessica to stay behind. She hesitated, glancing at Sarah, then approached my desk. "What was that note about?" I asked gently. Her hands trembled as she clutched her backpack straps. "It's nothing, Ms. Mitchell. Just a stupid joke." "Jessica, I know when something's wrong. You can talk to me." She looked down, eyes blinking fast, fighting tears. "It's about Ryan," she finally whispered. My stomach tightened. "Did he do something to you?" "No," she said quickly. "Not like that. But I think he's planning something bad." My breath caught. "What kind of bad?" She hesitated, then opened her bag and pulled out the crumpled note. I smoothed it out on my desk. In shaky handwriting, it read, "Ryan's been talking about ending it. He said today might be the day. Don't tell anyone, or he'll never forgive me." I looked up at Jessica. Her eyes were full of panic. "He said it this morning." He was quiet. He gave away his watch to Nate. Said he didn't need it anymore. "Please, Ms. Mitchell, I'm scared." I knew what that language meant. I'd had training for it. We all had. The signs were subtle, but this was a clear warning. I thanked Jessica and told her I'd take care of it. As soon as she left, I called the school counselor, Mr. Evans, and the principal, Mrs. Carter. Ryan was pulled from his next class within minutes. I couldn't teach the rest of the day properly. My mind kept spinning. Did I act fast enough? Did we just save a life? What if we hadn't seen the note? Later that afternoon, Mr. Evans came to my classroom. He sat down across from me, visibly shaken. "You did the right thing," he said. Ryan admitted everything. He had a plan. Said he was tired of pretending. He even had a note written out to his mom. I felt like the air had been sucked from the room. "He's safe now," Mr. Evans continued. "We contacted his parents. He's going to a crisis center for support. It's going to be a long road, but today might have been the turning point." I nodded, but I was still stunned. Ryan Matthews, the class clown, the smart-mouthed joker, was in that much pain, and no one had seen it. No one, except Sarah and Jessica. That night, I didn't sleep. I kept replaying the day, Every detail, every missed clue. I thought about the other kids in my classroom. How many of them were silently screaming too. The next morning, our principal made a quiet announcement over the intercom, not mentioning names but reminding students that support was available and no one should suffer alone. The room felt heavy. Even the usual chatter was muted. I decided to do something different that day. I stood in front of my class, heart pounding, and told them about the note. Not the details, not the names, but the truth. Yesterday, someone in this school almost made a choice they couldn't take back, I said. But someone else spoke up. And, because of that, a life was saved. Some students stared, others looked away, but I saw tears in more than one pair of eyes. This class is not just about books and grades. It's about being human. It's about noticing, listening, asking each other, "Are you okay?" and meaning it. I let them talk. I let them write. Some wrote letters anonymously. Some just wanted to sit in silence. But something changed in that classroom. A wall cracked open, and behind it were emotions none of us had seen before. Over the next few weeks, Ryan became a quiet but powerful presence in our class, even from a distance. He wrote to me and to the students, thanking everyone. His mother visited once and hugged me so tightly I could barely breathe. When he returned to school after 2 months, the entire class clapped. Not a joke, not sarcasm. Real applause. He smiled, his eyes glassy, and whispered, "Thanks for seeing me." That was the day I realized that being a teacher was more than literature and grammar lessons. It was about watching for the hidden things, the words unspoken, the quiet pain between the lines. That day in my classroom changed all of us. Something unexpected had happened. Not just a crisis, but a call to be better. More attentive, more kind, more human. And I carry that lesson with me still, every single day I walk into my classroom.